welcome. Today I thought that I would get back into the habit of making some videos. I took a pause this summer so that I would have the energy to start my private practice that's located in York, Pennsylvania. If you want more information, check the links below or go to inspiredpathcounseling.com. Now, the last video that I published was about journaling and the power of journaling. And I thought it would be really cool to share with you folks an easy way that you could make your own unique journal. So today I'm going to show you how to take some cloth, some cardboard, and some paper to create your own little nature journal. And you can make it unique by using different kinds of cloth and different kinds of paper. It'll make it just a little bit more special than something that you purchase in a store. My hope is that this activity will encourage you to explore your own inner world through journaling. So this is the first step. What you're going to need is you're going to need 2 pieces of cardboard that are about the size of half a sheet of paper. You'll need some regular old computer printer paper, a few rubber bands, and a rectangle of cloth. For my journals, I am using muslin, which is a really cheap cloth that you can get at any fabric store. Another great idea is to go to their sales bin and find some really creative fabrics that you can use. Make sure it's something that speaks to you. The nice thing about having a plain journal is that you can go back in and decorate it. I have some old journals here that I have doodled on that are really special to me because they're so unique. So let's get started. So what we have here is the supplies that we're going to need to make the journal. We're going to need 1 piece of printer paper, 2 segments of cardboard that are about the same size as the paper with a little bit of space in between. And you'll see why that is as we continue in the process. And then you're going to need a rectangle of cloth. I'm using just traditional muslin here. Enough. This is probably more than enough, honestly, but better than not enough. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the muslin in this bowl here, and we're going to just soak it with some liquid starch. And this will act like a glue. I'm going to make sure that it is soaked all the way through and not have any dry spots. So you open it up and squish it down. And wring it out. And do that one more time to make sure it's soaked all the way through. And you want it to be a little bit drippy. So you take your fabric and lay it down. I always like to get my cardboard a little wet just to increase the sticky power. Okay, now that we have everything nice and wet, we are just going to fold the edges like so. I moved the pages a little closer. And you can do a fancy fold here on the corner if you wish. So again, that fancy fold is just taking the corners in journals out if you wish. If you don't, it'll just be a bit of a puffy book. Now I've taken the piece of paper and I've gotten it pretty wet in the starch. I'm just going to lay it on top and flatten it out. And I'm going to put my hand right back in that starch and just kind of give it a once over on both sides. Now, we just sit it up here in the sun to dry. Might be a little bit more stable that way. Now that we have the cover completed and dried, and you can see it's pretty stiff, it's time for us to fill the journal with pages. So just using regular computer paper, printer paper, what you're going to do is just simply fold it in half. Now, depending on the kind of person you are, you may want to be very exact. That's not the kind of person that I am. I tend to be a little bit more unruly in my creative process. Oh, don't want to lose paper. I'll get that in a minute. It's a windy day. That is not going to stop me from making art outside. Okay, I'm going to get this last bit. Now, in this process, as I like to do it, I do like to make these sorts of journals outside, and things do get dirty. And I think that that kind of adds to its personality. So once we have the paper folded in half, and you figure out how thick you want each part, the next part of this is to attach the paper, and I just use rubber bands. And you just slide it over there, snap it down there. I'm going to show you that one more time. My rubber bands would cooperate. Here we are. And just over the top, and snap it right down there. And that is a very simple nature journal. I really just want to thank you for joining me today in the creative process and beautiful October afternoon. And I look forward to introducing you to some new creative projects. Have a beautiful day.